everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. In his third year now, here's the punter, Matt Darr, to kick this away. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. West. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The numbers last week for T. West. 19 carries, 122 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On the ground, it's West again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. From the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Drops it underneath to Dixon. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Now he's flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's Bridgewater. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. 10 yards still left on second down. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going to look deep now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. On third down, that's West. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And look out, I think he's going to go. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well, He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Fuller brings it in over the middle. Give him 30 yards there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got...
So you should be able to hear me now. I guess I had my mic on mute.
Away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
Okay.
Got some real estate inside the 30. A nice gain of 21 yards. Fresh set of downs here. To throw, Bridgewater.
Yeah, I just tested that there. He's accurate on everything. I think it's the sliders. Literally just flinging it just to see. I didn't even care because I'm going to quit out. There's been no inaccurate throws. And I flung it way to the left of him. So I'm going to go back and put those XP sliders back to default, because that's the only thing I can think of. Because in practice mode, he's all over the place. But in a game, ever since I switched these, let's see. So I just want to show you guys how it is in practice is how it was in the games, and then I put those XP sliders in. And every throw's on the money. I really like the idea of those XP sliders because I think the players are rated way too good anyway. But I'll just show you guys what I'm looking for. I don't know. I've never had an issue with this until I put those XP sliders in, but I did a profile delete and I went into practice and it looked good, so I was like, oh, okay. But maybe because it's practice, I don't know, versus a game. But I just run this play. I'll just run any play, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll show a man. I should have some inaccurate throws here. See? Inaccurate throw. So it should be like in the games too. Inaccurate throw. Went to 85, Will Fuller. was a decent one. Really can't find anybody open on this besides a little crosser. Now, this is what it looked like in practice before. Then I go back into the game, and I'm 100% accurate everywhere I go. So I don't know. Alright, well. Yeah, I'm just seeing for the user. Bradford was actually ridiculously inaccurate when I dropped it down to 30%. Normally the CPUs complete between 50 and 60. I haven't really played, other than Big Ben, like a decent quarterback. I mean, on my schedule here. So week 1, Bengals. Andy Dalton, 77 completion percentage. I was 57. Okay, so you can get an idea of what. And this is the same setup. The only thing I've changed at all is I eventually swapped the fumble slider around when I realized that was reversed, and I increased fatigue, and then I've lowered a false start. But other than that, I haven't touched anything. So Andy Dalton was 77. I was 57 week 1. Against the Browns, Kessler actually tore me up, but passing. He was 64%, I was 42, right? And I lost to the Browns, I know. Bortles was 43, I was 46. But you can see, I don't go over 50% really, other than that first game. Been struggling with, just getting the new passing down. Against the Steelers, Big Ben was 45, I was 47. Raiders, Derek Carr. He was 63, I was 50. And the Bears. Trubisky was 51, I was 48. So you can see there, in the very first game that I did those XP sliders, I switched them down to 30. This was the Vikings game. And I go for 72% when my highest before was 55, 57, but most of them were in the 40s. And Bradford goes for 45%, but he was just he was at 1.8 for like 31 or something like that. It was ridiculous. It just didn't feel right. He had like 6 or 7 completions in a row at one point in the fourth quarter before throwing a pick 6, but yeah, you could see by far the best game passing, 16-22, and it's against the Vikings defense of all defenses. So the only thing that I did was the profile, the XP sliders. So I'm just gonna switch it back. And but not only that, like the CPU was just bad on defense, and they just weren't good on offense either. Typically they're at least good on one side of the ball. I don't know. We'll find out now if I swap those XP sliders back. I just want to get the gameplay I was having before, but I also like that XP thing. Hopefully that's all it was. Oh, snap. Lakers are up 6 on the Thunder with 43 seconds to go. Let's go.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of confident teams coming into today's game. Both walked off the field with victories last time out. It's the Dolphins going up against the Ravens. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Travis Davis.
Lakers should pull this out.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank.
Yeah, I'm interested too. I want to see what it looks like here now that I just reset those XP to default. I know that last year Josh said he had this big conclusion that he just found out that XP sliders impacted gameplay. And so on his front page of his slider setup, he even says, I don't do XP sliders, but if you want to use them, I recommend T-Dogs. So I just find it interesting he's, you know, now doing the whole 30 thing for the lower progression. But I don't know, I'm at least, hopefully, you know, that's what it was, and I get back that normal gameplay. Then I guess I can verify that there's an issue. My dog's out.
He was locked.
Come on, Waylon.
Two trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination
Drop it.
of route running,
Drop it.
going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hopefully we can get some more normal gameplay and the CPUs, well, they at least feel a little bit more difficult. They're moving the ball a little bit. I held Minnesota to like 124 yards through like midway through the 3rd quarter or something. It was stupid. My defense isn't that good. I have a good secondary, but that's it.
Tannehill now running the option to the right side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams.
Ooh, they're in a draw.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Hey, we're up to 4 viewers now. Awesome. You can tell I don't really do this when I'm pumped about 4 viewers. And there's people out there that get like thousands.
The numbers here last week for West. 19 carries, 122 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
All right, first pass play. Let's see. If I dump it off, I really won't throw much weight into it. They're in a zone.
Second down, Bridgewater. And they jarred loose. It's incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down.
Get there.
It's West, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the
fourth.
pickup there.
Oh,
it's
man.
going to leave them with a fourth down.
They engaged 8
They
on.
tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard
Tackles
line.
him, there's no flag.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's
Man,
down.
just can't stay healthy.
It might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing on third down, Tannehill.
Oh my God.
Julius Thomas.
What the heck was that, Eric Weddle?
She parts and there he goes.
Jeez.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
That's what I get for blitzing in man.
For methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that,
When I know it's a passing down.
Plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Holding.
To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Williams.
Okay.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So 2nd and 10 here.
Dude, Storm Johnson, that's a bad name. That's a badass name.
From the gun, here's Tannehill.
Oh, good play.
Right there, a nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
Nice. Yeah, I'll watch it. I mean, I love the way this is playing. I've been, like how mine had been playing. I hadn't played in a little bit just because was busy playing Pro-Am on 2K with my friends, and then we discovered this roster at the, this dude on there made King Grow or something like that. Oh no, he got it. And we were just messing with that, and the gameplay's been amazing. So we've been playing. I've been in 2K a lot too, but I just come back and I played my first game in a while since early this morning, and I was just completing everything. And I just knew it didn't play right, didn't feel right.
Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. And after the good game last play,
still seeing the cool animations and stuff like that. It's just literally, couldn't miss throwing the football.
They ran the draw after that successful pass play previously, but the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch them rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
Here's Tannehill now on second down.
Ooh, good pressure.
Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Third and 12. I got burned on third and long last time with man, but I'm gonna do it again.
This is third down and 12.
Trust my corners this time. I'm gonna bring more pressure.
From the gun, it's Cutler. That's
wow.
Caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Wow.
Julius Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead.
That was good coverage. I mean,
boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
I agree. I hate the fact that we can choose what kind of catch we want. I think that's ridiculous. I think Madden has gone way too far into the whole gimmick aspect. Like, really? Like, we can choose how our receiver decides to catch the ball. We don't have any control over what pass rush moves we do, though. It's just button mash and hope for the best. But NCAA football, rushing the passer has never been so much fun with the R-sticks and stuff like that. I like how we get controls over certain things that make sense, like juke, but aggressive catch in the first place was a horrible overreaction to one play Odell Beckham made against the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. But that's Madden for you.
What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
I wish they'd just give us a pass meter. Like when you throw, like when you're pitching in like the show or throwing, press it and you have to release it within it, or like a shot. It's similar to the 2K shot meter.
They'll run again here with West. And he'll be brought down to the 40
depending on the throw, like how far you're going, or if you're on the move, and then combine that with your quarterback's ratings, gives you how big of a green window you have. And if you're late on the throw, you're probably going to throw it into the ground, and if you're early on the throw, you're going to overthrow it. But of course your ratings will play into it, and just like basically just like 2K. Okay, there's an incomplete throw. I was throwing to Macklin on triangle there. So there we go. Everything looks normal.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Yeah, I just wish they'd realize that those gimmicky features suck. Like, I don't think they'd understand how much people would love and play their game if they just had like legit gameplay and their gimmicks were like franchise. I just, oh, there he is. No. Well, at least it's back to throwing right. Thing is, like, you look at 2K, right, and they're huge. I guess if you want to call it tackle battles, yeah, that's dumb. I don't think I've ever seen like a running back really break out of a wrap-up tackle the way they have them in this game. But 2K's big gimmick, or I don't even know if you can call it gimmick, but their big new feature was the neighborhood. But they still did a ton of work in my league this year, because everyone wants the franchise in-depth stuff. Oh my God! Okay. I just don't understand why Madden would put all this effort into freaking cinematic bullcrap like long shot and leave franchise mode completely untouched. They didn't really do anything for gameplay. They added a passing feature that literally makes ratings irrelevant. They're going to throw it wherever you tell them to, no matter what. Oh, that would have been a tight catch, but that was a good breakup.
Couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning.
So Mill,
in this case, in the right spot.
I think it's the XP sliders, man, because I put him in against the Vikings, and I completed everything. I left him in and did a profile delete, still completed everything when I started playing this game. Then I go and I don't do another profile delete. I just simply put those XP sliders back to default, and now I can't hit the broadside of a barn, which is what I was kind of used to when I was playing this. So I do really think then, and you watch because you saw the end of my last stream, before I canceled and restarted. I think that almost oh, what a move. I do think that confirms that XP sliders for gameplay. Yeah, after they say it's going to have a complete overhaul, but I just don't know if they're going to give us like the overhaul we're thinking. I think they're going to do like some gimmicky crap, but like we need all new scouting. We need XP-based progression. That makes no sense. Like, you're telling me, oh, you earn points for every single play, and then after you get so many points, you can boost some. That makes no sense at all. And it literally makes it so you could literally grab a favorite. You could have a favorite player who's like a 65 overall. Not that Madden really rates that many people that low, and you could literally just spam them and play them and make them like a 95 overall if you wanted to. They need to go back to every other video game has a letter grade for progression. That, you know, could change, it could fluctuate, but that determines how they progress and also regress. And drive goals needs to be gone. Ooh, what's this call?
Put that on your bucket list. Thank you. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
There we go. Like someone posted on OS, I was reading somewhere, like how unrealistic drive goals are. You can literally get a pick six and fail your drive goal because you didn't complete a sack. And that's ridiculous. And I tweeted at Clint, he didn't respond, but I asked him to defend drive goals with the fact that on offense, your drive goal every single time is to score. And on defense, it's to stop them from scoring. It doesn't matter if you get a sack or if you get an interception or if you throw a rushing touchdown or if you throw a passing touchdown or if you get 10 receiving yards on a drive. It doesn't matter in the real world NFL. So why does that matter in this? Like, why are you trying to impact how I play the game? So I get down 1st and goal from the 5, and my drive goal is to throw a passing touchdown, but I'm a good running the ball, like good running team, so I'm penalized by getting a rushing touchdown instead of throwing it because that's what you think I need to do. It's just the most illogical, ridiculous gimmick I've ever heard of, and I could literally talk about it for an hour.
Tips it up in the air and knocks it away.
Play action, Cutler, and that is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact.
I do think, though, that their commentary is finally pretty good. Franchise has too much of an arcade feel. Yeah, I agree with scouting being too easy, trades too easy, free agency too easy. Basically, just building your team in general is way too easy. They don't give you anything over it. Like, that's what I love about 2K is you have a trade difficulty slider, so you can make it ridiculously hard to trade, or a trade finder, even contract, all the stuff they have in their My League for like contract negotiation difficulty, CPU aggressiveness in re-signing their players, just all that stuff. Like, why doesn't Madden have something like that? On top of that, one thing I've been wondering why Madden doesn't include, they finally included it for a game mode I don't play, which is Ultimate Team, but chemistry. Like, your different groups in Madden have chemistry, so you have your defensive line will have a specific chemistry, your linebacking core will have a chemistry, and your secondary, and then on offense it's your offensive line, your backs and receiver, and your quarterback with backs and receivers. And I feel like this chemistry should fluctuate depending on how long the quarterbacks or wide receivers been with the team. If there's trades they're new, they're gonna have, the chemistry's gonna take a hit. So you can't just like, oh, good move, let's go. Let's go. So if you sign a new free agent wide receiver, right, his chemistry with the quarterback could be like 20-25% or whatever, and as you play more and get more completions with that quarterback, that chemistry goes up to like Peyton Manning, Marvin Harrison levels. You know what I mean? And then of course whenever trades or something happen, and also I think they need to have playbook knowledge too. So like, I literally went and traded for Teddy Bridgewater. He comes in here and just knows the whole entire playbook just like that. Like, there should be like a percentage of playbook that I know, and I have to play with him more to learn the playbook. Yeah, they always break stuff. What I secretly hope for is that they break something that needs to go anyway, so they end up just removing it. But I also kind of think that if that were the case, they'd just leave it in there and just band-aid it or something.
It's the Ravens who have the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Oh yeah, this could be good. This could be good. Oh, never mind. Yeah.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the
I don't know.
Every snap. Another nice job.
I just don't know how they can have a former. I just don't understand how they can put out the product they put out and be proud of it. Like, yeah, you got really good graphics this year, but it's still so far behind all their sports games.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He finds his target.
Oh.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Absolutely. They had franchise awesome back 2005, 2006, and Superstar mode was ridiculously fun, and everything went to crap when they decided to combine it all together in connected franchise. They tried to force everyone to be online, and they got rid of all the cool things like Tony Bruno's show. Like, you have to think about this. Back in Madden 05, we could, when we moved, we could build our own new stadium and customize it. We can't do that now. We can't even decide what uniforms we want. It's just preset. Like, I can say, all right, you have... Oh, that was a bad move. I can see, all right, you have your pre-built teams, right? The London Black Knights and the San Antonio Marshals, or, you know what I mean? I understand that for commentary purposes. But let us design our uniforms how we want to. Give us a couple logos for each one. Let us pick our color schemes. Let us pick our uniforms. But they take away all that from us. We can't design our own stadium. We've got the same stadiums to choose from for like the last 5 years. Don't get to decide anything. Oh, come on.
some time right. And it's caught.
Let's go, tie game.
Into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Just the things that they aren't giving us in franchise mode that all other games give us. Like 2K, you can not only design your own stadium, or you can just change your floor up whenever you want to. You obviously get to design your own uniforms. The in-depth level there is ridiculous. You have the G League. MLB The Show is the same way, right? And you get to design your own stuff there. NHL, I don't play it, but I know you can make your own arena and design how you want it to look and make your own jerseys and stuff in NHL 18 as well. So it's like, I don't know about FIFA. I don't know if FIFA has anything like that. I just don't understand why they can't give us this stuff. Like literally Ultimate Team, there's not much more you can do with it. People are going to play it. They're going to give you your money if they're stupid enough to be into that. Focus on gameplay. No.
He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That one goes for 24 yards. First down carry here for Johnson.
The other thing after is that afterwards is that the competition went away too. Like right before the previous next gen came out, you know. Madden 06 was on Xbox 360, and that would have been 2K5. So everything went downhill after they got all the competition. And although 2K continued to put out good games without NBA Live, I think they've got a little complacent. They got a little crazy with their VC and stuff this year. And NBA Live is not a bad game. Ugh, sorry. Their 5-on-5 gameplay doesn't even come close to what 2K has. But their version of 2K's Park and My Player and stuff is actually really, really good. And Live's going to have another year under their belt. And I think that's going to push 2K to be better, and it's going to help us not have VC screw us over. I stop him? Basically, they need competition. That's the only thing, nothing else is going to hold them accountable.
But I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater. They're going on fourth down. It's Cutler.
Really?
And he finds Stills complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field. He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here.
Yeah, it's still unbelievable we don't have interactive sidelines or anything like that, or that every single player on the field has true step.
And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging.
It is. I do believe that they do script. Maybe not the entire game, but I do think there's a lot of aspects that are very scripted. Although, with this arcade setup that I've been rocking, I don't know about you, Mill, but I have felt a lot less scripting, quote-unquote, than I have in past when I've just tried to go straight sim.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down at 4 now.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Dolphins on third down.
Okay, I learned my lesson. I'm not man blitzing, zone blitzing on third down.
Third and 4. Now Cutler. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ford. And he's able to pick up the first down.
Not after with my set, I typically get around 40 to 50% with Teddy Bridgewater, which, I mean, people might be like, well, he's an 81 overall, but in other games, 81 overall is pretty good, but in Madden, because all the ratings are inflated, 81 really isn't that good because they put everything up to like 99. So that's where I was at, but as soon as I didn't change anything with my set other than I changed the XP sliders to 30. And as soon as I did that, I had like a 70, I think I went and looked with Mill, 72% against the Vikings. I think you were watching that game maybe. Against the Vikings defense of all things. And it was 20% more than, and I didn't have a single off-target throw the whole game. And I started a game against the Dolphins here, and it was the same thing. And I quit it, and I reset it. I reset the XP sliders to 100, to default 100, and I'm back to very inaccurate throws again, like you've seen. Wow, that was a good play call. And the CPU is playing a lot more challenging. I held the Vikings to 3 points an entire game. Sam Bradford was like 8 for 31 or something at some point. It was bad. This feels a lot better, switching the XP sliders back. I do like the idea of it, you know, being more difficult to build players up, but if it's gonna get rid of the gameplay I was seeing, then.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself.
Man, you know, 2K can make a game. I would be cool if even Sony Studios make a game like they have MLB The Show, as long as there's just someone out there challenging.
Because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage, where they get lower than the offensive lineman.
I'm 3 for 9.
And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with.
I mean, if this immaculate gaming can ever legit get off the ground, I mean, they're raising money right now and they're showing concepts, so I really feel like they're ridiculously far away from actually having a game out, because concept art's one thing, but then you gotta have all the animations recorded, and you gotta code everything, and you gotta build everything else with your stadiums and textures, and, you know, put everything together and have that properly working. So if they're just throwing out concept designs that you can just build on, you know, Illustrator, then they might be a long ways away from actually putting out a playable football game. At this point, I feel like Axis Football might be your closer option. They keep improving year after year after year, and if they can keep getting the funding, they'll come to console. Oh, let's go. Well, all Madden always used to cheat. Like, I used to be 100% against all Madden because I felt like it cheated so much. And that's actually when I adopted my... And it's not just on... to be fair to EA, it's not just on Madden where the high difficulty cheats, like on 2K, Hall of Fame, it's cheating, alright? Let's just be honest. But Madden's the one with their All Madden mode that made me kind of adopt the pro difficulty. Good juke. Adaptation that I use for my 2K sliders and Madden sliders. I feel like you can make it difficult rocking pro.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
And you don't get that BS that makes you want to chuck your controller at your TV.
To go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr.
Man.
Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
I'm feeling I'm going to throw like a really bad incompletion.
Say it's got to be good, right? You tell me.
Oh, wide open.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I have no idea how I got so wide open on that.
Are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl,
I won't complain,
they
though.
have refined route running ability.
I was looking to my tight end, Crockett Gilmore, there. I was waiting for him to be open on his break. I just saw this dude flash across the screen wide open.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kicks away.
Real quick, though, who's everyone going for in the Super Bowl today?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll throw on first down with Cutler.
Wow, it's wide open.
Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Man, Cutler is torching me.
Already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing now, Cutler on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out.
Cowboys fan, nice. Even though the Patriots would be then extending their Super Bowl most rings lead over teams like the Cowboys,
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
and that doesn't bother you?
2nd and 10 now. It's Cutler. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Cutler to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Your chat's really far behind. Dang.
Here's Matt Darnell.
After, yeah, I feel you, man. I'm a Packers fan, and I did not want to see the Vikings in the Super Bowl because I knew I'd have to hear it all year long. And even though I kept on telling Vikings fans when they were going to the NFC Championship game, I said, I mean, you do realize that, you know, you'd have an asterisk if you won the Super Bowl this year because you didn't have to compete against Aaron Rodgers for the whole year or Carson Wentz, the two of the three best quarterbacks in your conference got knocked out. So I was like, you know, this is your year because, I mean, typically you wouldn't want to play either of those.
Just short of the 45 at the 44. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them
yeah, Mel, I really like the way Arcade plays. I mean, this is what's keeping me playing this game right now.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first.
Oh, crap.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I constantly see new animations, Mill, and everyone here that I really like with this setup, and I do think it's challenging.
Second down.
I like when I read people's posts on my thread on Operation Sports saying that they were surprised about how hard it was playing on Pro, and I'm like, yeah, at least I'm not the only one.
And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back.
So many people will dismiss it because it's arcade main menu, even though it's simulation in the franchise, and pro difficulty. Like, those two things just scare people away.
Here's Bridgewater.
I don't understand. This play never works because of how they make them catch the ball. Like, I don't understand what's the point of having this play in the game and they run behind and they have to stop to catch the ball.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
My September ones, man, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really like it too much. It played okay, and then they came out with a patch, and I was just like, nah, and then 2K came out, and then I just never could get myself back in the game, but I played NCAA Football 14, and I was just like really into it, and I'm going to start an online dynasty with my friends. But I wanted to get Madden to go too because the graphics and the fact that it's an NFL game. And I did a lot of research and I read some threads where people were talking about how arcade played a certain way and stuff. And I was like, well, let's try that. I tried making arcade play well in CFM, but that was impossible. And that's when I flipped it and went arcade main menu. And I was able to get, come on, there we go.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
That's when I was able to get the animations and the effort and everything you see basically now. It was really just dumb luck that I even decided to try it. Dang, people must be getting bored. I was up to 8 viewers, my most ever, and now I'm down to 5, or down to 3, and they've all left in like the last 3 minutes.
Play and a half. It's Cutler. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So we've hit half. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
I was really hoping to get to 10. That would have been my record.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense.
They have 264 yards of offense and a half. I mean, they're on pace for 500. I think that's pretty solid competition from the CPU. Oh, good cutback.
And maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The second down throw for Bridgewater.
Nobody's open.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Yeah, they're in a zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
What's up, buddy?
They'll run it now.
Ooh, look at that. Stuffed right from the beginning.
And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
3rd and long for Bridgewater.
Oh, no, get out there. That's the other thing I hate about their freaking screens, man. That should have been a huge play. But the lineman, oh my God.
Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up.
You're playing yours right now? I know I've been following your thread. There's people on there like bugging you to post what you got after you said you might just be done. Stupid animations. I watched Ryan Moody's video on script, like how it's scripted, and he did videos like when you block a field goal, it's not because you got good pressure, it's because the kicker waits like an extra half second before he goes to kick it, and that's what happened right there. The punter literally just okay. So they block. Anyway, the punter doesn't punt it right away. There's nothing impacting him. There's no bad weather. He didn't bobble the ball. He literally just held it and didn't punt it right away, so they block it. And that's what happens on kicks too. That's how Madden does things. It's like, hey, let's not have it where there's actually pressure. We'll have the kicker just stand put and not go kick it right away, so that way there can be a block, and we'll just throw it in there like 1 out of every 20 kicks, like a 5% rate or something like that. That's how they get blocked kicks. That's how they decided to do it. And that's how they do block bunts too. Nothing to do with pressure, nothing to do with bobbled snaps. They literally just slow down your kicker and punter and make them take like an extra half step. And that's what happened right there. You could see it. He just literally just held it. That's the crap that just bugs me about them as a company. Like, why even incorporate it if that's the only way you can come up with blocking kicks? Hey, let's not just have like pressure and have pressure get through every now and then. Let's just have the kicker wait an extra half second before he kicks it. It's an interesting video. You should go find it on YouTube under his channel.
Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. They go play action. Bridgewater. And some strong running.
Oh, run.
To his right.
Oh. Oh, my God. That's a touchdown.
If you're going to take a shot downfield, 2nd and 1 is a perfect time to do it. If you're going to be in heavy run defense, you should have good windows to throw it downfield.
I tried to loft that. That's a touchdown.
But the defense able to recover. On 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
There we go.
And now whistles and
Free first down.
And I think we got to jump here.
Partner, we saw these Dolphins jump off sides a bunch last year, but that's not unusual for those guys like Sue who want to get that quick start into the offensive backfield, and they do make a lot of plays doing that.
Let's go. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Bridgewater on first down. Caught left side, Gilmore.
That's pointless.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
no
yards.
yardage. Okay.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down.
No.
And his throw is incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Macklin was the intended target.
I knew I threw it too late right when I...
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want. Get in
I waited
sync,
too long.
practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well.
Literally
That
just
one
gonna take
goes
a shot
incomplete.
here. Not in field goal range, even if I... I guess I'd have to get pretty much close to the first down anyway.
Oh,
that's picked.
Shoot.
Shoot.
Picked off at the 17.
It's like a punt.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but
Hey,
it's
no.
third down. So the silver lining is that since this is
I dropped in that
and there
cover,
wasn't a big run
I
back
think that was a
associated
cover
with it,
3.
Really, this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Cover 3.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Could really use a turnover. I haven't had one yet.
Play action. It's Cutler. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Cutler. And Stills over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
They have been shredding me.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely,
So I haven't been able to get any pressure.
If you don't have a guy who can throw
One sack, coverage sack.
Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Oh, my God. I get a free runner, and he gets it off and gets it to the open man.
14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be second and about a yard to go.
This is not the Jay Cutler I was expecting to play against.
Run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
That man has been destroying me. All right, it's coming back.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Block in the back.
Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
No idea what to call right here.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Cutler. And he finds a man. It's Fasano. And he's going to get to the 31. And
jeez.
Down. The Dolphin passing game rolling.
I've never been shredded like this.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands,
the speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you? Down to about the 22 here. Given 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Play action.
Hey, finally got a sack. Oh, man, I need that.
Carl Davis able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out. And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Just going to bring the house.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Out of the gun, it's Cutler. And that is incomplete. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it. And Frank's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Definitely need some points now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's West. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater.
No, my God, I threw it. Are you freaking kidding me?
Cameron Wake able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here.
Back now in Baltimore.
He's in his... What? He's in a zone flat. Oh no, that's a different guy. That just blows my mind. That he just beat him that bad. I guess it is Cameron Wake, but still. Shoot!
It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Here's Sam Cook now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now Landry. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback.
Look at that. 8th ranked defense, but I'm getting torched today.
Not one that I've ever met.
Second down following the run. Here's Cutler. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They go play action now. Cutler.
Incomplete. Let's go. Stop.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
This one away by the punter, Dar. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He's got Fuller. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Yes. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Drive.
They'll run it now out of of the gun.
Oh,
he fights
face
forward
mask?
for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Nope. Shoot.
That's on the Pro Bowl guard, Marshall Yanda. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater.
Oh, that was there.
Incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. And now it's third down.
Right through the zone.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do.
Oh, this drive goes nowhere now.
That's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's
oh,
complete.
snap.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. Fourth down.
I tried to spin around him to get that extra yard.
For a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
I say I should go for it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Running it with a fullback Burton. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Call it a 3-yard gain. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Oh, if I get Crockett Gilmore on single coverage here, we're taking a shot.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first.
Pass interference.
Complete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't like this at all. There's nothing here.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Flushed out right.
Oh.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley.
Caught him in man with freaking
the play down.
Everyone going deep, and I can't. What the heck? Why didn't you give it to him?
Maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
I don't understand that. Like, I get broken plays every now and then, but why wouldn't my quarterback hand it to him?
The Ravens on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This
Yuck.
is 3rd and 14.
Need a miracle.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Right side catch, Gilmore.
We gotta go for
and
it.
He'll get it down to the 47 here.
We've wasted so much
Completion
time.
good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Could really use an offsides penalty. Nope, not a false start.
There. Let's get the call. That's going to set him back 5 yards. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They're sitting in a cover 2.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. He hits Macklin.
Wow.
It's a gain of 21 that time. And
all right.
the Ravens are going to have a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. It's tough to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
That was beautiful. Oh, they were in man. Looked like they were in a cover two.
The 8th play on this drive coming up. First down, Bridgewater.
Ooh.
And he slings
Oh, if he would have picked that.
Incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10.
Oh.
And he fires one incomplete.
Keep on getting myself in these third and longs. At least I'm in field goal range, though.
Have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater.
Nope.
And that will be incomplete.
That would have been 4 or 5 yards that I could have used.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down
all
the
right,
pipe.
still have a chance at
And this
least.
is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll throw on first down with Cutler. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead till completion, though. Made it very difficult.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Cutler. His throw incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
keep a man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing here, Cutler. And he finds Julius Thomas. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Julius Thomas with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This will be fielded at the 6. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got room. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first
Julius
down.
Thomas has absolutely destroyed me today.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep.
Call. It was there, too. I saw it so late.
Picked off by Rashad Jones. They'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Man, he was so wide open, and I saw it so late.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback,
And I lofted. If I would have been able to like get a little underneath of it.
Tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Gall. Just so you can see how open this was. I completely missed him. Look at, he's open right now. Right down the middle of the field. I just fling it to him. Nope. Now this is when I saw him. If I would have just seen him right here, that might be a touchdown. I mean, he catches it. If not, I'm 1st and goal inside the 10. Oh. Well.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 28. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2.
I mean, I'm pretty much lost, but might as well try, right?
On 3rd down, Cutler. Over the middle, complete. It's Parker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I have not been able to get any pressure.
4th down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back.
The D-line is decimated.
Let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken around the 12.
Oof.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters
Got
is
Will Fuller on one-on-one, and I'm not sure if I should just
once
take
they
a
threw
shot
the
or not.
interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go.
And he's taken down.
They were in a freaking cover 4. Cover 3 drop.
And the clock will roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing. Bridges.
No.
He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely
just not a good second half.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Landry now on the return.
This game's just gonna
56 yards on the punt.
get me twice. Losing the scoreboard, and I lost Tony Jefferson to a shoulder tear. I think that's a few weeks.
Got the lead last time, had to punt it though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give
So
us
my
an
secondary got
opportunity.
worse.
Protect the passer. Create
Lost
space for our
dude on my
runners.
defensive
Let's go
line
and
to
get these
something.
guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right.
Yuck. Tannehill was 4 of 7 before he got hurt. I had the 8th ranked defense going into this game. I couldn't do anything on 3rd down. Oh man. See how long I got those guys hurt for. Five weeks, so we'll be back for week 13. 0% per win? That's ridiculous. That's stupid too, that they have that in there. Alright, halfway through the season. I have the second best as far as points allowed, but that Vikings game kind of helped that. 26th best offense. 14th best defense. 25th worst points scored, but points allowed's helped me out. But I've had a couple games, 3 points to the Bengals, 3 points to the Vikings, 10 points to the Steelers. Alright guys, I'm going to end it here, but for those of you who watched and interacted, thanks. It was kind of fun, and I'll probably do it again sometime.